Hello everyone, what is up? This is Dan Smith, also known as the Managing Director / 3D Modeler for Divinity Studios Limited, and I'm kind of making an informal sort of video just to explain a bunch of things, keep you all up to date. I haven't been making many videos recently and I kind of accidentally skipped a 300 subscriber video, so this is a 380th subscriber video, and I'm just going to start off by answering some questions about 682, getting a few things straightened out because there are a lot of people giving feedback, and I'd just like to explain our thought process behind making these things that some people are unhappy with, and I'd also like to fix this debate that's going on in our most recent video, which has gotten a large amount of views recently. So the first thing is when will a demo for 682 be released? And that is as soon as I feel that it's playable. I mean, we are still yet to get a 682 model, and we're yet to get that program for AI, and things like textures and all that are still to be done. But we have a few more modular interiors. They've not been textured. So if you guys can texture, model, animate, program AI, things like that, and you feel you can help us out, that would be fantastic. So really, to answer the question, the beta demo, a couple of months at least, probably. It all depends on who we are able to recruit to sort of help us out. Scrolling through is, what will the in-game model of 682 look like? Well, we've released a sort of a concept art made by a guy called Suka, something like that. And that is on our Facebook if you want to see it. If not, I'll just put the picture up on the video, kind of like right now-ish, probably. Whatever it is, it'll be done in Sony Vegas, so you can see that and let us know what you think. There aren't really many other questions other than the odd, will there be left-handed configuration for controls? To be honest, I've never really thought about left-handed configurations. I didn't think it would be a huge bother. I'll have to look into that. I didn't think it would affect control systems whether you're left-handed or right-handed, but I'll see what I can do. As far as we know, the game will hopefully be out for the Mac and the PC, and hopefully Linux. I'll try to get it out for Linux. I'm not really sure if it's any different to building it for PC or Mac, but only time will tell. And other than that, we just the main feedback we're getting at the moment is things like adding in more weapons, more SCPs, and there are a few problems that people are having, like SCP fans that is, are having problems with our concept art, which you should have seen by now, because it should be on the video somewhere. And basically the problem that a lot of people are having is they don't really like the amount of eyes he has, they don't really like the mouth on his stomach, and they also don't like the arms kind of dangling from his body. And I would just like to straighten some of those things out. First thing, there's not really anything saying that he doesn't have a stomach on his body, and there's no screenshots showing any part of his body, just his head on the SCP wiki. So I don't really see a problem with having a stomach on his mouth. What? A mouth on his stomach? There's really nothing saying that he doesn't have a mouth on his stomach. So we just thought we'd add it in there because it does say that he can absorb things around him to kind of make himself stronger and larger, which means he can absorb humans, which would A, explain how he devours them through the mouth on his stomach, and B, that would explain the arms dangling from his body. It's people that he's sort of devoured, if you want to call it that. And yeah, they'll be jiggling about when he's running, which would be awesome to look at. It'd be definitely a scary thing to have on him. And the other thing is obviously the amount of eyes he has. Now, the reason why he has so many eyes, and this also covers the debate that I was talking about on our video, and that basically the debate is whether or not 173 could kick the crap into 682, which is, yes, 173, this is in the SCP wiki. 173 absolutely beat the crap into 682, that is an SCP fact, and that's the reason why he has so many eyes. They basically locked 173 in a room with 682, and because 682 kept looking away, 173 kept breaking his neck, punching his limbs, things like that. And basically 682 became so scared of 173 that he actually developed the ability to be able to not blink for hours and hours, and he developed all these eyes so he can continuously look at 173. And he is absolutely petrified of 173, so we're possibly maybe thinking of having 173 in our game. We're definitely thinking of having other SCPs like I forgot what it's in the 200s, I believe. It's like a crystal, and basically anything that touches this crystal, it turns it into a crystal. And we're thinking of having that in like maybe a grenade form, where you could throw it at him and it could slow him down. Or if you threw it next to, say, an explosive barrel and you blew up the barrel's explosion would become a big crystal to kind of make a wall to block this path. Things like that, really cool things that we're thinking of toying with. And they've also recently added a new SCP story saying how they tried to open a portal to get rid of 682. But instead it opened up a portal to his homeland, and very nearly 11 more 682s nearly came into our world. That's one of the newer stories that they released, so definitely be expecting more than one SCP to answer another question. I'm going to play maybe a small video now with a running commentary of some small tweaks that we've done to 682. Things like new weapons, there's particle effects, lighting effects, there's better, well, when we say there's better sound effects now, it's basically the gunfire last time, it stopped playing whenever you shot the gun more than twice, so it sounded like really bad, but now the sounds actually overlay over one another and it definitely sounds a lot better. And we've got a really annoying siren noise in the background, which, before anyone says it, it is the Silent Hill 2 siren. We're aware of that, it's definitely not going to stay there and things like that. It's just like a little thing to show, hey, look what we did, look, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this small snippet, and I'll see you after the video. Yo guys, welcome back. This is the pre-alpha menu that we have here for 682. As you can see, we got a really nice new logo that was in fact made for us by Charlie George Sameways, and he offers his services for a low price. He's not that expensive, I don't think, but he definitely does good work, and you should definitely check that out. So obviously quit works and the start works, and it's got little noises to play as well. So if we just go ahead and start, you'll hear a really annoying siren. There it is. It's very dark, I know, but as you can see, we have more modular interiors. We have this new gun here, which looks pretty sweet, even though you can't really see it that well. That'll change soon. Let's just go for a walk, a nice stroll through the new modular interiors that were made for us by someone called Brian Burnett, also known as Noise Index. Okay, so hopefully now you can see the gun a little bit. No, you can't see it a little bit better. Okay. Now hopefully you can see it much better. If not, you can full screen it and that will allow you to see it a lot more clear. We've got a dynamic scope, which we're very proud of. I really like having a dynamic scope in the game. We had it in Blackout, which I'll also get to later on in the video. I'll keep you updated on that. This is going to be a very long video. Yeah, that's another thing. The animations are certainly not there to stay. As you can see with the jumping, his wrist kind of like compresses to nothing when you jump, which is pretty hilarious. But yeah, as you can see, we got in the top left FPS counter, ammo counter, and a few other things. If I was just to demonstrate things like shooting and things like that. So as you can see, it's certainly a lot better. We got a little reload animation here as well for the lols, and then we got our exploding barrels, which we've always had. And we've also got our switches that we've always had. If I could just aim at this and shoot that. And the other thing now that I'm going to talk about is we have, obviously, now that I'm, say, this far from the barrel, if I shot it, oh no, okay, I don't take as much damage as I remember. There we go, that barrel did damage to me, and as you can see, my count has gone down to 93. If I was to step right up to it, boom, I'm dead, technically. Yeah, see, I'm a ghost, boo. But as you can see now, this is a new system that we're going to be implementing. This box is our SCP. I know, he's the scariest cube you'll ever meet. But basically, the closer I get to this SCP, our counter actually goes up. And the closer you get to it, the more the screen will blur. You'll hear a noise, like a very loud screeching noise to say, look at me, I'm getting closer, you better run. You know, things like that, to scare the player, make it more tense when he's nearby, things like that. You'll become less accurate, the screen will shake, you know, it'll be really difficult. You really want to stay away from this guy, otherwise he will tear you apart, and that's what is going to make our game hopefully more scary. We're planning not to get jump scares, because jump scares aren't really the best way to try and scare someone. We don't want jump scares, because that's just not scary really, it just makes you jump like woof, and we don't want that. But yeah, as you can see, we've also got like a sprint thing that goes down as you sprint. But yeah, we're trying to get something called procedural generation at the moment, which basically means that all these modular pieces will be stringed together in a very random fashion, kind of like a containment breach, where the map will be different pretty much each time that you play. And that will also add a more replayability aspect to our game, and hopefully make it a lot more scary, because you never know what's around that corner. But obviously we need modular interiors, and we certainly need texture artists, because at the moment it's just not we want stuff textured, you know, like this isn't final either, this is like a Google Images. But if you guys feel that you can help out with 682, that would be really grateful. We have a few other projects on the go if you want to work on those as well. I'll get to those in the next couple of minutes or so. I'm just trying to give you guys as much information as I can on 682, because it's been very quiet recently and I haven't been able to really talk about it that much. So I'm just going to waste a clip of ammo, and then we will go into our next project. So yo guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that small snippet of 682. We're spending a lot of hard time and work into the work that you're seeing in our videos, but obviously they're not done yet. But if you guys feel you can contribute or give feedback on things like concept art, game design ideas for the game, what you think of the idea in general, that would be fantastic. Another question that's been popping up quite often, and I'm gonna get to this now, is what is happening with Blackout? A lot of people are asking that right now, and I realize that a lot of people are waiting on what's supposed to be Blackout. But one of the things we've sort of realized recently is Blackout is a very large project, and it's very over ambitious for a team of our size and our experience, if you will. I mean, I'm only 17 at the end of the day, and I'm trying to make a AAA standard game, which is not realistic, I suppose. So we're gonna make Blackout, but it's gonna be a lot smaller than what you'd think. It's not gonna be a free roam. It's not gonna be things like that. We're going for a very smaller, a smaller game that has the ideas of Blackout and has the universe of Blackout, but it's not the main story, and it's not the survival that will probably you'll already know. But we're definitely gonna not give up on the project. We're just gonna not focus on it as much, because we probably could have got 2 mini games out by now if we hadn't have focused so hard on Blackout. And if you look through all of our recent videos, the progress we've made is pretty much redoing the old stuff so that it's our own code and optimizing and things like that, and the project's getting very messy at the moment. So me and about 2 others are just going to be working on that in the behind. We're going to be working on it in the background. So we're going to definitely be focusing on 682 a lot more, and maybe 1 or 2 other little mini projects, because the more mini games we focus on, the more experience and popularity we'll get as a result of that, and we'll hopefully get a form of budget to sort of help us out with getting AI programmers, getting better assets for our games for future reference and things like that. So I hope you're all not too disappointed. It was a team discussion to sort of put Blackout not our #1 priority, but we're definitely not giving up on it, and we'll try to revisit it as often as we can, and maybe make the odd thing for it. But yeah, I hope you guys have sort of enjoyed this small video. I kind of really didn't know what to say. I've probably branched off in so many different directions, and it's probably really difficult to follow, and I'm sorry for that, but I've kind of been out of my YouTube groove at the moment. I haven't really known what to say and what to talk about, but I'm going to definitely get more time lapses, because we're apparently YouTube partners now. I haven't made a video in ages, and I become a YouTube partner randomly. It's completely spontaneous, and I don't have a clue how to manage it at all, but hopefully I'll get the hang of it. I can't monetize any of my videos though, because it's telling me I need permission to use my stuff, but everything is made by our team, so of course I have permission. I don't really know how to show them that I can actually do it, but I'm kind of rambling a bit now. But I'll try to make more videos, I'll try to keep you more updated. I definitely need to stop being so secretive and mysterious. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys aren't too upset, well, not upset, but gutted or whatever about Blackout. We're not giving up on it, we're just not spending as much time on it now. Instead we're focusing on 682, which is, judging by our YouTube views and feedback, a lot more popular than Blackout, unfortunately. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you, and I'll make more videos as soon as I can. Feel free to comment, like, favorite, share, follow us on Twitter, you know, all of that stuff, you know, yeah. I don't really know what to say. Thank you, and goodbye.